You guys know that I love classic sneakers, but I love classic sneakers even more when they are done right and with the proper materials. And this one today is going to be one of those. Hey guys, welcome back to the Kicks Business channel. And today we're looking at the Nike Air Flight 89. And this one actually is one of the few that released in the last year that actually feature genuine materials. Now I know Nike releases the 89 all the time. Couple of new colorways just came out. The classic black and white one that I was really wanting to get. But unfortunately, those are released in synthetic leather, all plastic all around, and they look absolutely horrible. If you go to any of the Nike stores or any of the other retailers and you pick them up, you're gonna see how bad they look. And trust me, they don't worth your $130 if they don't have genuine materials. But this specific one, this is the Seattle Supersonics colorway. I know they're not calling it that on their website, but if you know your sneakers and if you know the colors, this was the original Seattle Supersonic colors. The yellow, kind of almost mustard yellow with the green and the white. And obviously I can call them the Rainmans because Shawn Kemp, one of my all-time favorite players, wore the 89 back in the day before he got his Reebok contract. And the 89 obviously was one of the most popular shoes across the NBA at the time. All the players in the NBA that had a contract with Nike wore the 89. And those that didn't, they wore some of the Forces. But the lightweight players, the guard, and some of the forwards, of course, wore the 89. And what else is specific about the 89 is the similarity with the Air Jordan 4. Obviously the same tooling of the midsole, outsole, and a lot of the cues from the upper are the same as the Air Jordan 8. They're so similar that actually I prefer this one because it's cheaper and it's more affordable. Now what's good about this one, this is the only one that actually in the last year I know that features genuine materials, genuine leather on the toe box, especially where it belongs. Because a lot of models Nike will release with genuine materials, but right on the toe box they will put synthetics for no reason at all. But this one is done right. And how did I find out? Well, there was not much information. I didn't do much of a research. I just went to the website, I checked out the pictures, and I zoomed very, very close so I can see the wrinkles on that leather. And that sold me. I immediately grabbed the pair. And this is actually my only Black Friday grab online or anywhere. I grabbed this one. It was discounted on the Nike's website and they had my size, obviously. And I paid under $100 for this shoe, and I'm extremely happy to show it to you. Now again, genuine leather on the toe box, genuine leather on the toe box protector or the toe box rand. We have some more genuine leather on the side panels where the swoosh is right underneath the swoosh. But the backside and the top where the laces are going through, this is synthetic leather, which again, I don't mind them saving some money in those areas. They're not gonna crease, or those areas that they're not gonna bend at all. So obviously at the heel, it's not that big of a deal. It's nice and clean synthetic leather with Nike Air on the back. That's fine. But the toe box, where actually matters, where actually it's gonna be creasing all the time, and when you're walking, this is where genuine material matter. Genuine leather actually absorbs your sweat better and doesn't smell as bad. Trust me, when you're running in synthetics all the time, you will know the difference. The midsole is very nice and soft. I don't know what they've done with the compound. I have other 89 models throughout the years that I bought. Some of them are a lot more dense. This one feels a lot softer, and actually when you see them on feet, when I put them on and start walking, you can see the air unit depressing almost entirely, which is excellent. Very similar to what the original pair felt like. Obviously it's not going to be one-to-one, but still pretty close. We have significant padding on the heel and on the tongue, which I really appreciate because it kind of reminds me of the original pair. And we have Nike Air on the insole. The insole is Ortholite, not the OG obviously, but Ortholite is always something that I like to see in sneakers. And if you're planning to wear it a lot, trust me that Ortholite is going to help you. We have the signature Air Flight on the back of the tongue, which is upside down, and Air Flight on the tongue in the front with the signature logo style of the flight and the font. That was one of my favorite things about Nike back in the day, having that distinguished different fonts and logos between the Force, between the Flight, the Jordan, Huarache, cross training. Each one of the lines had their own logos, and this was one of my favorite things. Again, I don't know why Nike went away with these kind of things, but these kind of little touches made that shoe extra special back in the day. Also, white and yellow with a Nike Air on it, herringbone all through and through. These are super sticky, and even if you walk around the house, you feel how they're sticking to the floor. Especially if you have a hardwood floor, it's going to be very nice. And I mean, if you still want to play basketball in these, you probably can. When it comes to traction, they're quite a bit heavier than most modern sneakers, but if you just want to throw some, hoops around, you'd probably be fine with that. Signature bungees holding the tone down to the stroke board, which is just like the original pair was, and the tone is very puffy and soft. Probably not as the original one, but that's okay. We have some perforation where the laces are. This is a nice touch. And one of my pairs actually came with a little bit jaggy stitching. This is on my right medial side, so it's not that visible. But again, just worth pointing out that the quality control these days is not what it was back in the day when these shoes were made in Korea and stuff like that. These are made in China, and the production date of this one is in October of last year, which has been a year. I think they released early this year. And a lot of other colorways, like I said, came out, but trust me, if you like this model, seeing what they're doing with these models and releasing them with the non-genuine materials and all plastic leather, you're not going to be happy with it. So for me, this was a must. I loved the Seattle Supersonics team back in the day. I love Sean Kemp, I love Gary Payton, I love Dana Barros, I love Detlef Schrempf, I love the whole lineup, I love the whole team. I love that franchise, and I'm so sad that it's no longer existing. But regardless, this is a great throwback to the times where this model was legendary. The colors and the team was legendary, and I'm so glad that at least this one Nike released in genuine materials, because let's face it, you cannot beat genuine leather. I mean, genuine leather is always better, always. It might cost a little more. I don't know what the difference is between the factory putting synthetics or genuine materials, maybe a couple of dollars more. All sneaker companies should release genuine materials when genuine materials were on the original pairs. But we know how it is these days. Every penny matters, every cent matters for those companies, and they try to save them and then try to profit as much as possible. Long story short, I really like this edition. I'm so happy the way they are. I'm so happy the way they look. I'm glad they're released close to the original, and I'm gonna be rocking them a ton this winter because this is one of my staple. And you're gonna see a little comparison between this one and my Fragment pair that I've been wearing consistently. Probably one of my most worn pairs that I do over the winter time. Obviously the leather on the Fragment is much better than this one, and you can see the differences because the whole entire shoe is made of leather, and including the inner liner, including the top of the insole. And yeah, this one is unbeatable, and I wish I bought the all black pair, and I think it was another one as well from those Fragment 89s. They were such a great addition of that shoe, and I absolutely love it. But this one is very close when it comes to the toe box, and I'm still gonna wear it a ton. The 89s always run a little smaller to me, so I went half a size up, and I'm happy that I made that choice because at size 9 now, these ones fit me perfectly well. Maybe it's the padding, maybe the way the shoe is constructed. Some of the true to size ones I bought like 10 years ago and stuff like that, they were a little bit pinchy over here where your pinky is, created some discomfort before you break them in. But these are just instant comfort. You throw them on feet and you're flying right away. Just like it says on the tongue, Nike Air Flight, can't go wrong with 89. Love this shoe. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos coming very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.